Good morning, everyone. What's good? Got a message for you today, and that is the only person who can put you in disgrace or humiliate you is yourself. Why is that? The reason is simply because there is only one reason why you would want to put disgrace or humiliation on someone else, and that is projection. The only reason is projection, which means you, the one who want to do it to another person, is feeling insecure, is in a desperate need for validation, has no self-confidence and needs to feel good by making others feel bad. Let's get into the topic. See, I give respect when respect is due, and so I have to mention two YouTubers going by the names New Breed and The Iron in the Soul. And these guys talking about something called a humiliation ritual. And it means that this is something typical that toxic people tend to do. It seems to be a typical behavior that manifests itself in individuals and in groups and in society. You can watch these videos, but I'm not gonna go to copycat around here and repeat what they say. No, I'm gonna tell you that nobody can truly put disgrace on you or humiliate you. And the reason for this is that if you want to devalue an innocent person that is weaker than you gonna get the karma directly from the Most High. Man, better believe that. You can't get through with things like that. But if the person is stronger than you and you underestimated the person, or you estimated right, because often they're not, you need to understand this. If you want to devalue, disgrace, humiliate a person, it means you feel that this person is higher than you, and you need to put them a little bit down. And you need to understand, it's very sad and it's very energy draining as an empath to try to understand toxic and sick people. So you don't have to understand everybody and why are they acting like this? Why are they like that? Is enough to understand there's people operating on the lowest frequency possible. They want nothing less. You will be tempted when you're not awoken yet. You will think they are more complicated than you think. You will think they might have a good intention. There might be something good behind it. No. They're operating on the lowest level. They just want to fuck around and that's it. Okay? So, and they have no shame. No! They have no shame. And they're walking into that kind of self-destruction. It's really, I really don't get it why they do this. Because, when you understand that someone cannot put disgrace or humiliation on you, you look at them and you wonder, why are they doing this to themselves? Why are they acting this out? Because they put it on themselves. You understand me? And I still, This is where it ends for me. I don't want to understand why they do it. It's really weird. Anyway, weirdos. Um, yeah, where do we go with this talking point, right? You need to understand the people who do this, people who attack others in a way that they want to put them down, is because these people feel they have introjected voices in their heads that doubt themselves constantly. Can be voices from their parents, can be voices from their teachers, can be voices from their past, someone who repeatedly told them they can't do it, they are weak, you cannot do it, you are weak, you are wrong, and they have introjected self-doubt voices. So they wake up constantly with a non-existent self-worth. They are not confident, they have never experienced this probably, and they will never feel self-validating, like, yo, this is me, I know where I'm coming from, I know my place in the world, I know my abilities, I know what I can do, and I also know what I can't do. You know, I'm good with that. I'm not competing with anyone, and they're not on this frequency. Not. They come in the world, they look around, they see someone who's doing good, and they immediately feel they are controlled. They have no choice. They are controlled. Impulse. It's an impulse. It's compulsive behavior. They need to devalue. They need to put this person in disgrace. They need to put the shit that is within them. They need to act it out in the world, in a drama around them, and then let the other person see it, just to get the ugly content that is within them into the mind of another person. And if you do this to unsuspecting, weaker, innocent people like children, you better go to asylum, all right? You better be taken out of society. But if you do this to others, to other fully individuated, mature people, they will understand that you put in yourself in disgrace and you humiliate yourself in front of the Creator. What I want to tell you about these toxic people as well is, more often than not, if they might just have traits of narcissists, of antisocial behavior or disorder, but sometimes you will really have the DSM-5 within them, and it means they will, when they are diagnosed, if they would go into a diagnosis situation, I didn't want to put the talk here, but if they would go there, they would score high on all the DSM-5 personality disorder types, right? So and the thing is, what you can call this clinically, psychologically, no, not clinically, psychologically, the humiliation ritual could also be seen as a narcissistic cycles. The devaluation, the discard, and the smear campaign. And this all is necessary for the narcissist to be winning, because they are thinking in this vertical hierarchy, okay? They just be stuck on that idea of thinking, you know, and because they have this paradox in their head that they are completely worthless and they can't do it and they are rejected and have come short, they project the grandiosity to the world. So they have a paradox. This is what breaks them, this is what eats them up. They at the same time think, I am the worst and I am the only one and the best. So this is why it's crazy. And the thing is, when they do this to you, let's say the smear campaign, it cannot really, it cannot hit you. This is why I say they do it to themselves. You don't want anyone in your circle that believes narcissistic people. You don't want anyone who believes what they tell about you. You don't want anyone who even has contact with them, because these people carry the same energy to you. You don't need that, right? So this is my message for you. I know it can be painful when you are too close to this, when you live within these circles, and when you do not have the background knowledge. But when you heal up, when you do your homework, when you individuate from this, and it will, I just want to make you hope. I want to tell you, you do it, you can do it, you will do it. There is nothing that anyone can put on you. These people will desperately sometimes try to destroy your destiny, your personality, or your fate, or your future, or anything. None of that can work. Yet, these people have a lot of victims. I see people physically, mentally falling victims to these family patterns, all right? So you need to be careful and get out of that. But it's possible to understand that they do all of this to themselves. Because again, people who do the ritual put humiliation on themselves and make themselves to clowns and being ridiculous. And you don't need anyone who is participating. All of them are living in a delusion. Period. That's it. That's my message for you today. Stay safe.